Hi and welcome to my Beginner Pointe program. My name's Lisa Howell and I'm a physiotherapist, and I've been working with dancers for well over 10 years here in Sydney, Australia. I'm the owner of Perfect Form Physiotherapy, a clinic that is dedicated to the education and the treatment of dancers ranging from very young dancers through to professional classical dancers.
Hi, my name is Vicki Attard and I'm a former principal artist of the Australian Ballet. I left the ballet company in 2000 and have been teaching pre-professional students for 10 years now.
Now, despite the fact that we've both been in Sydney and working in this area for 10 years, Vicki and I had never actually met each other until this year. And then after demands from our students that we actually get together because our philosophies about training for pointe work were so similar, I came over and stayed with Vicki during a class and realised that we really were on the same wavelength. After talking with Vicki, we really worked out that there was a very big missing part in pointe training, where I was building girls up with the pre-pointe training to a certain level, and she was taking on at the pre-professional level, but in between there were all kinds of funny practices going on all across the board, and we were often seeing students in at the clinic for a lot of injuries that could have been prevented by very safe integrated pointe training. So Vicki and I started talking and we decided that we wanted to create this program to take dance students from their first pair of pointe shoes through to pre-professional level training.
So that's when I devised the program that gets split up into 3 stages. The first stage is specifically for beginners on pointe, and then there's an intermediate level, and then the third level really takes the pre-professional student on.
We've also added in a lot of preparatory exercises that I go through to get the correct muscle firing and muscle patterning happening right from the beginning. So we start integrating core control and turnout control and foot control right from the start. It's really, really important that when you go through this program, you transition these exercises across into the classwork so that you can really start establishing those patterns the whole way through.
And that's when we recommend that the dancers start this program in demi-pointe shoes, because as opposed to facing everything all in one go, they can start in demi-pointe shoes. They can start becoming aware of the 3 muscle groups that we constantly talk about, and they start to learn the exercises, and then it's not such a difficult transition, because that's really what we're after, is a smooth transition onto pointe, and one that is quite injury-free and as pain-free as possible as well.
Of course. We also go through a lot of information about fitting pointe shoes, breaking them in, how to tie the ribbons correctly, and things like that that can really make a difference to your performance and your students' success on pointe. Now, no matter what level you're at when you start this program, we do really encourage you to go through all the preparatory exercises, and please do start with stage 1. This is really, really important. Even if you're a professional classical dancer, we'd like you to go back and really focus on articulating the feet, really ironing out any bad habits that you may have developed along the way. This is so, so important in developing your true strength on pointe. We'd also like to reinforce that this is a supplementary program. We'd like you to do it at least 2 times a week in addition to your normal pointe work, and also to make sure that you may need to use a slightly softer shoe than you would normally use for class work, especially centre work, and especially if you're doing any more advanced centre work. You may be using a stronger shoe. Using a slightly softer shoe really allows you to work through the very high 3/4 pointe that we encourage, and it will help develop the strength of your foot, which is exactly what we're trying to do.
Another really important part of this program is the music. Now, it's beautifully played by Mr. Franz Weindorf, but the important part is the tempo of the music. Now, a lot of students tend to practice things too quickly, I find, and it doesn't give you time to focus on the minute detail of everything.
Definitely.
So the moderate tempo really helps iron out all the problems that we were just talking about just now.
Now, the whole reason behind this program even being created was to create a really holistic program that pulled in information from my physio side of things and Vicki's extensive classical career to really combine a program that gives you all of the information that you need in one place. This is something that we've worked a lot on, and we've been very passionate about getting all of the details right so that it fills in any gaps, whatever your experience is, whether you're a dance teacher, whether you're a professional classical dancer, whether you're a student or whether you're a parent trying to help your daughter or even son working through On Pointe, this is designed to give you all of that information to really progress through that very important part of training very, very safely and injury-free.
I'm strongly passionate about pointe work. I spent about 25 years on pointe from my days as a young student, just like you, all the way through to the Australian Ballet. I spend now about 6 hours either watching it on dances or on the computer learning something new. So I care very much about pointe work and how it's done, which is why we devised this program. And the fact that we are talking about the same thing just made us want to do it even more. So we wish you huge success. Please be meticulous with it, be honest and be really persistent with it, and you will get really good results, we promise you. So thank you very, very much, everybody.
Good luck.